There we go. What's happening, fam? Welcome back. Hope you guys are all doing well. Welcome to the stream today. A beautiful, beautiful Wednesday, midweek. We are very, very interesting positions here. We have the news coming. We have the ADP, non-farm employment, coming in around an hour from now. Hope you guys are ready for some news. It's one of these days. And, you know, guys, we have to be careful. We have to be aware. Have to be cautious. But there are a couple things that we should look at, especially from the higher time frame. Let's see who's in the building here. And let's make it an epic stream. Before we start, though, quickly wanted to give a big shout out to a couple guys here today. We have a challenge. You can do a test in our V3. That means that you have to answer 50 questions, around 50 questions. And if you have 90% correct, you pass the challenge or you pass the test in our Discord, and you can, or you be grounded the verified. So then you become a verified trader, and you know, it looks nice. It looks nice. So big shout out to Jay. Congratulations, Robbie. Congratulations as well to you, Khan. My man, finally, amazing, great to see. Congratulations as well. Matty, you did it. Big shout out to Matty as well for passing the test. Love it. It's not an easy test. It's not an easy test. You know, it's a combination of all kinds of different questions, from market structure to psychology to order blocks, you name it. All of it is formulated. We made a test out of it. And if you pass the challenge or you pass the test, then you actually will be grounded that role. And it's great to see that more and more people are passing it right now. So amazing, amazing work. Big shout out to you, Matty, Khan, Robbie, and Jay for today. Beautiful to see. Beautiful to see. If you are in the V3 and you have not taken the test yet, there should be a section which is called the test. And if you want to be grounded in another role, you should accomplish this first here. We have all the education as well. So directly you can use that education, the events, everything that we have in our Discord, in our V3 to do this test. That's the beautiful thing about it. So education comes first, you pass the test, and that's it. You're granted the role, and that's good for other people to see, because that is the only way we can grow as a community together, by showing, you know, who's a little bit more advanced and who's still working on their strategy or the overall knowledge. So that's great. Great to hear. Let's see what we have in the building here. We went surfing today. Got a little bit, you know, we stayed too long in the sun today, but I feel the sun still burning. Overall, very nice. Very, very nice. Let's see what we have here. We have Snowfall. Guys, Poncho, my man. What's happening, bro? We have King Slayer, Ardet Mata's back, Jolene. Motivation HQ. Love it. Stefan, my man, welcome. David, or David. We say David in my country, but it's David. Hey, what? Stefan. Who else do we have here? Ship Lee. What's up, bro? Jamie, Pip Slasher, Bazinga, Taha. Amazing P Dizzle, Pip Slayer. Sartak. Love it. Pavel. Beautiful. Beautiful, 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 beautiful. All right. So, much love to you guys. If you like what we do here, smash that like button. All right. Let's smash that like button as much as we can here. All right. We are growing. We're heading towards the 33,000 right now. We're coming up. We're getting there. We're getting there. And in our Discord, of course, we're leading towards the 12,000 members in our Discord. That's a third roughly of our subscribers. That's, in my opinion, massive. So amazing stuff here, guys. I see that the trading pit is still live as well in our Discord. Amazing, amazing. Okay, it's time to look at the market a little bit. It's time to look at gold. A couple things that I'm seeing here at this specific moment that I think are quite important. So yeah, let's just go over it. If you guys already press a W in the chat, and let's do some gold analysis as well. Important levels to take consideration. And we're looking at candle structures. You guys know it. We're looking at the candle structures right here. Same story with the weekly candle. Okay, I don't think that we have to talk about it too long in regards to the weekly. We still have that gap below, that gap between here and right there. We have a minor gap in between that you can find right here. Okay, this is on the weekly time frame. We partially filled up the gap here, not completely dead. So that's one layer. Going to the daily chart, what are we seeing right now? Well, I can better ask you the question, what are you guys seeing right now? I want to hear it from the fam. You guys know exactly what we're looking at. For the people that are here coming pretty much every single stream. So what do we see here? What is one thing that we're seeing right now at the moment? Yes, lower low, lower high, lower low. That gap in between. But also very important, there is no bottom wick on the daily chart. So we opened. The moment we opened the candle, what did we do? We immediately came up. We didn't come down to fill up that last gap here. Create a little wick, fill up that gap and then push up. No. We didn't fill that gap completely. And we immediately came up. So that's interesting to take consideration. That could mean that there is still a chance that we're gonna reverse and push price further down here due to the fact that we don't have that gap here. Is it gonna happen now? Is it gonna happen this stream? We don't know. There is always another side. Sorry, we're not here to predict, but it's definitely something to always take in consideration when looking at the market, and especially starting with the daily chart, understanding that there is no bottom wick here, that the gap is still below. If we really want to come up here with 100% much more certainty, we could have easily filled that wick, quickly wicked down, reverse, flip the candle bullish, and continue up from there. That did not happen. We opened and we immediately came up without any pressure whatsoever. So I'm always a little bit cautious and suspicious as well, I can better say, when I see this happening with gold at this particular level. So if you then go to the 4 hour, okay, you come down, you can see now on the 4 hour at least that we have still created that higher high like we talked about yesterday, followed by a higher low, a lower high, and a lower low. Lower high, lower low. So we are overall trending down on the 4 hour. This is just what we're seeing right here, just purely looking at body closures, especially here. So you see clearly that we have closed our body below the wicks here of the previous low. So we have been taking out the lows and then, pushing up from there. So a lower low is still in play. Doesn't mean that we're going to just immediately create now, a lower high from here and come down straight away. We are going to find out here. So for that specifically, we want to look at the dollar again, see what the dollar is up to. And if you look at the 4 hour from the dollar, we can also start at the daily here if you want to. There is some potential though, and that's the beautiful thing about it, that we might be coming up as well here. Even though that we're clearly at this particular moment right now, and I hope you guys can see it here, getting rejected at the 70.5. So the 70.5 Fibonacci, we're getting rejected here. We're bouncing back on the 62%, so the 618 Fibonacci from this swing high to swing low point. You can see right now that we are bouncing here, yet we are not, that bullish or bearish. So in my opinion, in this specific moment, I'm quite neutral. I'm quite neutral here. Yes, the dollar is in resistance, but at the same time, gold has no bottom wick here. Okay, so if the dollar would shoot through this level, of course gold is going to flip, turn around, and it's going to potentially come down to fill up that wick here when looking at this particular level on the daily. But if the dollar indeed gets rejected here right now, and we are actually holding above this area of support, because this is also an area of support right here for the dollar, we can use this level, as you guys can see. And we're just looking to come up and go and break this area of supply here. And we're going to go to that gap that's below or that's above there. Then I'm much more confident, of course, to see gold coming down, flipping, and then taking the trade right here. But for the hourly chart though, in order to do so, in order to take out the daily bottom wick, or that no bottom wick here, we come down and we have to just break the 1942.4, break that level, close below. We still have a long way to go here. We have that gap below on the daily as well. But also we have the daily trend line that is also still in play, right? We have been upsloping right here already for a while, since practically November 2022. So it's a long chart, a long pattern overall. That would mean that we could come down if you break towards the 19, and I want to do it right, to the 1925. With the 1935 as, of course, a little bit of a break here if you break the 1941. So If this is gonna happen, and you know, we're gonna come down, then this is definitely level to take consideration. If we're gonna come up, then I want to break above the 90.57. Not here to predict, because anything can happen in the market. You guys know it. We're here to anticipate on whatever is gonna happen. So if the dollar indeed gets rejected here, and we come down right now, and we're gonna go for this, for these lows, coming back towards the zone here, then of course gold is gonna break through. It's gonna break up, and we might be able to go and retest this high here. And this high is an important level as well, right there. And we should have our TP point or our break-even point around that level at 1964, 1963. These are the levels to take consideration if you go up. And if you come down, we have still quite some momentum to the downside. We still have some room. Coming back down here, I think this is roughly, and I think if I'm doing it correctly, at least 100 pip move here. If the dollar stays bullish, it's another layer, of course, but do take into consideration that there is no bottom wick on the Wanda here, on the Wanda chart, right there. So I just want you to make sure that you are updated about that as well here. So let's see what happens. Either break up or break down. The moment we break down, we look at where the dollar is at. And if the dollar does our thing, we know exactly what to do. That's it. Are you guys ready for the news? It is going to be an interesting one here. And we are coming closer to the Friday. The big one, the NFP. And then next week, okay, you have the CPI coming on a Thursday. That's practically the only important news for the dollar. So all these other days are going to be quite easy, in my opinion. Whenever there's no news, it's always a little bit easier. We can always just look at continuation. When you have news, you always have to take the news in consideration, and therefore, I think that's an important moment to look at. Let's see what you guys are thinking here. Always great to see your insights as well, fam. It's always good to see what you guys are thinking, how you guys are analyzing. Everyone has a different mood. A lot of you guys are similar. Some of you guys have a completely different opinion. Let's see what we have. Just Gaming says be preparing for the news. We have a good opportunity to make money. Don't wait until the news is done, or else you again will be sitting duck. The dollar is still bullish. Look at the 3-month chart. We just had the consolidation and expansion. Then we trace back to the consolidation. It's now expanding. The dollar is indeed on bullish on the higher time frame. So yes, we're definitely increasing here. Beautiful. EURUSD is in 1 hour demand and it bounced off of the 15. Jackie Rusher, hello. Dipwave is looking tenor, yes. Ah man, I needed more sun, man. I realized I needed more sun. I was way too much inside and I live on an island. Can you imagine? I live on an island and I was just always working. Another layer, what would be amazing today, is if you guys can put your analysis here. I'm going to go over a couple of analysis today here. We have, of course, the gold setups chart or a section here. I would love to see your opinion here. So post your analysis in there. I'm going to go over a couple of them. That would be amazing as well. See what you guys are doing. And especially if you're in the V3, please share me your setups in the gold setups for today. That would be amazing. Love it. Stove Trades is another fun session in the trading pit. Yeah, big shout out to Stove Trades, my man. Amazing. I'm very happy that you are a part of the trading pit in our V3. And you're doing an absolute amazing job, bro. Keep doing what you're doing. Stove is... yeah, he's crushing it, man. You're crushing it. Love your setups, by the way. Really love your setups. That's a new OG here. Oh, Stove Trades. Maddie is here as well. Congratulations, Maddie, on passing the test. Very, very amazing here. Hello, Lorenzo. Can you show your win rate trading on July? I think we were at 7. We ended up with 7 wins, 3 losses, 1 break even. So that's 70%. Overall, I looked around, purposely looked around on a lot of other guys, other traders that I know. And in general, I really have seen now, and I never usually look at other traders too much, but I've saw like, you know, what are they doing? And we're quite evenly matched. So it's like, okay, it's not just me. The market was a little bit tough this month overall in July. It was an overall tough market. So I think we did pretty well for July, to be honest, when looking at the overall market here. Hopefully August is going to be a little bit better. Keep in mind it's summer, but yeah, that's what it is. Month in and month out, we are trading, regardless of the year, the date, the month, whatever it is, we are trading. So that's the game we're playing and decided to play here. What are your experiences trading August? Last year was pretty decent. Was pretty good. July was definitely is definitely a month where usually a lot of you know, manipulation happens, when it's easy to manipulate and so on and so on. When setups, just when the volume is more inconsistent. August usually tends to have the same thing. But last year, from my experience, July was the same. Was not as good as August was. So I'm optimistic for this month. I'm optimistic here. $452 people watching and only 180 likes. This is not fair. Yeah. Well, I'm not going to be like Riot Banks and close the stream. That's for sure. But it would help me tremendously. That's for sure. Yesterday I bought my prop firm of $6,000 with Funded Next. Excited to trade with you, brother. Love it. I saw a message from... I need to go up a little bit more. Somebody passed this challenge already with Funded Next. So that's amazing. Where is it? I cannot find it anymore. But that's quick, brother. You've done a really good job. That's really fast. Hope you do your risk normal. Not too much when you were trading. But at least you passed your challenge. So congratulations, man. Or you got funded already. That's absolutely crazy. It's very quick. Start a $100 account so everyone can relate. The thing is, brother, I need to make my money as well. You know what I mean? I make my majority of money from trading, so I need to make some G's as well. Hope you understand that. In the end, it's not about money; it's about the percentages. Okay, it's about the percentages that we're making. Usually risking around 1% per trade, 0.5, 1% per trade. Is a funded account good for a beginner? You're most likely going to lose your account. I don't want to be that pessimistic, but most likely you will use your account. If it's just for learning purposes, completely fine. If you can afford a $200,000 account as a beginner, because it looks more fancy, highly recommend to not do that. And to not buy that. Alright, so does your camera have high saturation today? It's showing your face much more red than usual. No, I've been in the sun. I've been surfing all day. Been surfing all day today and yesterday. So, and keep in mind, I was really white. I was just staying inside too much. So, decided to change something around here. Maddie says, I bought the Stellar Challenge account on Funded Next. Looking forward to start that. What is the one you like the best? Yes, the Stellar Challenge 1 step. So 1 step challenge, Stellar, unlimited amount of time. If you guys want to buy a platform challenge with Funded Next as well, you can click on the link in the description. You can get a 10% off on all your challenges. And highly recommend to go for the Stellar Challenge and 1 step. So you don't have to go to 2-step evaluations. You know how it goes. And just don't risk too much. Just take your time. Take your time. You have an unlimited amount of time. You're not in a rush. How many years did it take you to we're completely profitable and we're able to do it full time? 3 years plus. 3 years. And I actually was trading already 3 years before that. So you could say around total around 7 years trading, 6-7 years trading. I think it took 3.5 years to become to start breaking even, and then a little bit longer before starting to make some real profits here. Before that, I was making money, but I felt I got lucky in many ways, many instances as well. Confidence grows over time here. Give me 1 sec, guys. I need to put the air conditioning on. It's super hot in here, otherwise the camera will not survive here. It's like 32 degrees, something like that. It's crazy. Yeah, there's no shortcut. No, absolutely not. I made all the mistakes in the world. All the mistakes in the world. I was actually... I'm always the perfect example of learning by mistakes and by failure. I wish I could just learn from other people's mistakes, but unfortunately, you know, I'm always have been learning from my own mistakes, unfortunately. I'm trying to work on that, though. I'm trying to learn from other people's mistakes more than I was learning from my own mistakes. That's just a reality. But you know how it goes. That takes time. That takes time. How come gold's daily candle are different in MetaTrader and TradingView? It depends on the broker. It depends on the broker. I usually, for the macro, and this is maybe a tip, but I tend to use a Wanda on the macro, so on the daily chart. The reason why is because I trust the Wanda chart. I know how much liquidity they have as well, and I think that's important to take consideration. Of course, you have your own brokers and stuff, but I tend to use a Wanda for the macro levels here, and I think a lot of people do this actually. For a lower time frame and execution, yeah, it's a little bit different here. I was with a Wanda for a very long time as well. You guys know, I think you guys remember that when we were trading with a Wanda live as well. Unfortunately, they stopped working on TradingView. Hey, what says Vantage is the best? Check that, brother. We're looking into it. We're looking into Vantage. I'm looking into Vantage for sure. Absolutely. So, yeah, we might be trading with Vantage soon. Thomas just had got rain in his room during the 20 pit session. Thomas, you're here, my man. You got some rain in your room? Let's see if he's here soon. That's interesting. Thoughts on EU? Let's see. We were looking at EU before, yesterday as well. We came up, we broke out eventually. Out of that level. The moment we had our body closure, we broke out of that level here. That was actually really nice, really clean. For now, rejection. A lower low, body. That cap is still not filled below as well. Strong move, strong impulsive move down. Pullback 50%. Rejection. Coming down. Trying to push up. Getting rejected again. Lower body closure. Lower low. Potential lower low scenario from here. I think that we're leaning more towards downside potential here. As of now, at least. So we got rejected. I think there is a chance that we're gonna go for the lows here. Let's put up the dollar here. Let's just do that. Boom. Gold. We don't have to look at two charts anymore. Boom. Dollar. 4 hour. We had that rejection point right here. We still have that gap above though. We have to take that in consideration as well. Anything can happen here. We wait for the breakout. There we go. Dollar is going to help us a lot today. Vantage have their own platform based on TradingView, but it's not working like a normal TradingView. No, it's not working on TradingView. Doesn't really matter too much though. Okay, there we go. I don't think if you guys can hear me, but I said that the dollar is holding up quite strong still, and that gold is still building that liquidity though. That combination with no bottom wick below, a little gap below on the daily, on the weekly, still leaning more towards downside for gold for some reason. So we'll find out. We'll find out. Okay, analyze GJ retracement. Yeah, I'm staying out of GJ right now. So much manipulation in GJ. It's absolutely crazy. I'm extremely careful and cautious right now with GJ until GJ makes a major move. We have been ranging for too long. I'm purposely waiting with GJ right now at the moment. Yes, we're coming down at this particular moment. We broke out of that range, but no. We might see a rejection at the value area low soon, which is this level. And we'll have a look at that. We have the point of control there. I'm going to place an alert here just in case, but I want to see a bigger move for GJ now. It's just not tradable in my opinion. Like, I personally don't like this ranging here. I want to see an expansion and a pullback of an expansion. The expansion is what we're going to trade. Hey Lorenzo, what is trap trading? What I can understand for trap trading is that you enter when people are going shorter. So let's say you see an impulsive move to the downside and everything is coming down quickly, you're gonna go long here. And you want to be in that point when we flip, come back up. You know, it's a tough one though. Tough one. Lorenzo, how do you affect the retail sentiment in your trading strategy? Not particularly too much. I mean, it's important, but on what time frame it's important? Is it important on the daily, or is it important on 1 hourly? That's the hard part. So you can know you know exactly what the retail sentiment is, but what about the timing, right? If you just make a decision on the retail sentiment and you look and you trade on the 5-minute or 15-minute or 30-minute, I'm like, you don't know when it's gonna flip. So on the macro, I do take that in consideration. And what institutions are doing, the COT data, the commitment of traders report that comes out every Tuesday, all of that stuff is nice and is important. But when we're day trading, we have a real mechanical system that we just follow. That pays off and works. So Aman Saha just subscribed. Thank you, bro. Welcome to the fam. Where from, brother? Hello, as a last Friday, I want to thank a challenge and we spoke on Discord, but I did not get the payment yet. Yes, I sent you a message in the ticket that I asked if you have crypto or PayPal. I'm still waiting for your reply. Most important, fam, we are in it together. So hit the like button if you will become a successful trader one day. We're in this together, so we have to do it together. Let's do it. Dustin says gold will have a negative reaction to the news today. Okay. I'm always very surprised with people's certainty about a certain outcome. Because you never know. Gold will take liquidity at 65 and then go for the 1930. Rick says that the forecast of news today is very low, which means the actual will be lower than previous. Okay, if it's lower than the previous, but is it higher than the expectation? That's the question. Move to lower time frame. Yeah, we have been trading. I think we have taken 100 plus trades on the 1 minute, on the 1 minute chart. The problem with that was people couldn't keep up. So that was always the issue. It went too fast here, and then with a delay, like a 3-second delay or a 3 to 5 second delay on YouTube, yeah, it gets messy for people. I like this low though. I like this low. 1948 as well. That's always the thing with the news, right? You can be, you know, the expectation can be much lower, but it still can be higher than the expectation. Is it then good or bad? That's the question. And that's why news is always so frustrating. You never really know what happens. And even yesterday, we saw the news being extremely bearish for the dollar. Gold shoot up quickly, you know, a little bit, and it flipped immediately. So what we're trying to do is to stick and follow our system, because we know we can build on our system, and we follow our system usually, you know, consistently. And I think this gives us the most certainty for when we're trading. Unless we're just, you know, want to gamble a little bit. I might maybe one time do, you know, a little stream where we just, you know, play with a couple grand and we just take a trade. And that's it. But I highly do not recommend you to copy these trades. I do not recommend it. It's fun. It's entertainment. Hey bro, can you make a 1-minute strategy video? I have one on my channel. We have been doing it on stream many times before. Anyways, do you use any Fibonacci? Yeah. Yeah, we just did it. We just did it. Look at the dollar. 70.5, bouncing off the 618. We look at the Fibonacci, absolutely. Just to get an understanding of swing points, right? Swing high, swing low. Does it make sense to, you know, to buy when we're already so far up in that range? You know, all these things here. So many layers for the Fibonacci. Usually I look on the 4-hour chart, 1 hour, 4 hour. 4-hour swings, let's say. Not particularly low time frame. Dollar doesn't respect the Fibonacci. I think it does. I mean, look at this. This was the 50%. We came up to the 618. We got rejected. We bounced off the 50 again. We came up to the 70.5. Got rejected. Bouncing off the 618 again. So it's definitely working. It's definitely a tool of reference on the higher time frame. Can you show your Fibonacci settings? Yeah, do I have it in the description, guys? Can you see if it's still there? I think I still have it. Yeah, I still have it. If you go to my description, okay, and you click on post image, right there, you have it right here. There we go. $18 minutes time left for the news. What's your prediction? Well, we have two scenarios, right? The dollar either gets rejected. If the dollar gets rejected, you know, right here, right now, and it breaks this low, gold will most likely break this high. And we could look for continuation to the upside. If we, after closure, if the dollar, you know, continues up, yeah, then gold is going to come down, take out the liquidity, most likely drop further. Coming back to a daily chart here. We have the daily trend line here at 1920 now. There's still much more downside potential from there. Overall, the dollar still looking quite strong underneath this level. And gold has no bottom wicker on the 1 hour chart on the daily. And there's still quite gap below. So I still lean more towards downside potential. So more towards downside for gold. But if it turns around and it flips, then we have another solution for it as well. Fibonacci is amazing in 6-1 rejection. So what I think is the most important, guys, is just the breakout. Closure, breakout, continuation. We take our trade. Unless we want to do a little risky trade. All right, this is an water layer. But I do not recommend you to join and take a trade with me then. Because that's just gambling for me. Unless you guys want me to take a little trade, we can do it today. I'm in a good mood. Before the news, then I'm leaning more towards the downside. But again, this is for entertainment purposes only, and I'm not gonna include that one in the spreadsheet either. But I'll leave that up to you guys. What we're gonna do, regardless, if you see closure below or above. We're going to look for longs here and shorts there. If the dollar behaves and is aligning with us as well. Fundamentally, lower ADP should take gold up. Higher ADP should bring gold down. $13 minutes left. 13 minutes left here. Gold, dollar has also bearish potential. It's, in my opinion, a 50-50 move here. So I am definitely, if you want to take a trade before the news, just for fun, I highly recommend you to not take my trade. There is a lot of liquidity built up below though. Look at what we have been building. Yeah, I might take a little short. Before the news. But that's not because of our trading system and strategy. So it's on your own risk. This is gambling. The dollar index is starting to look, yeah, let's see what we have here. Yeah, it looks like it wants to come down. Dollar has no bottom wick. Tiny wick. Look at this. And look at gold, for example. That is absolutely flat. Absolutely flat. So a wick fill. Yeah, the dollar index, yeah. So my question to you guys, how many people are actually looking at the dollar index? Because I'm actually so surprised in how less people are looking at the dollar in general. And I have no idea why it is. Like I'm always talking about my with our team, like what is the reason why people don't look at the dollar index? And why don't they take the dollar in consideration? Because they can give you some insights here. Yeah, at least you guys are doing it, fam. I'm very happy about that. That's amazing. That's beautiful. I love it. I love it. I love it. That's great job. Great work. Okay, I might take a little trade just for fun. Okay, this is not what we're really going to do in regards to our schedule. I'm not going to add this on the spreadsheet either. It has nothing to do with our system. This is just for fun. Okay, so do not take my trade. Thank you very much. I'm gonna write it down so nobody can tell me anything later. And even if it works out, okay? Thank you very much. This is news. This is practically a little bit gambling here. I'm aiming for, it's not completely, but it's still gambling. But I'm aiming for the bottom wick of the gold chart in combination with a bounce of the dollar here on the 618 Fibonacci and the gold gap that's still below. That was not filled yesterday. That's it. Boom. Okay. It makes it a little bit more exciting for the news. That's the only reason why I'm doing it for you guys. It's also a little bit show. But if we break down and we break above here and we close, we follow our usual system and everything that we do here. If we win, we will do a giveaway. Where you gain on the trade? Yeah, we're gonna do a giveaway. Have you surfed in Siargao Island? No, I never surfed in the Siargao Island, to be honest. To be honest, I've only surfed in Bali in my life. That's the only place I've surfed. And a couple islands around Bali. That's the only thing here. Bali is amazing now. The weather is beautiful now at the moment. Pip Slasher, you're in Nempels are amazing, bro. Let's meet up. We're gonna do a little meetup here. If you're in Bali and you're listening, we wanna do a little meetup very soon. We're gonna do like a Bali meetup. So if you're in Bali, we're gonna meet up. We're gonna have some drinks. We can keep it very low profile. Some drinks, some talks, some coconut. So if you're in Bali, let me know that you're in Bali. It seems to make sense here. Thomas, you're here, my man. I see you. I see you. We just took a little trade. Oh, you can hear me now. There we go. We took a little trade, bro. I highly recommend to not take this trade. Just to clarify, it's a news trade. Okay. The real system and strategy is later. Will come after. I heard you had rain in your room. What is going on?
Yeah. So I don't know. There was like there's a leak, I guess, in the roof. So I was standing on the table with a bucket, but the bucket, like there's a screw there, but the bucket was too big, so it couldn't fit. So I had to stand there with the bucket and call my mother to bring a new bucket. It was actually quite interesting. And we were in a trade at the same time. It was pretty hectic, but yeah.
So where's the summer in the Netherlands then? I thought it was like really nice.
We're in a tropical island, bro. It's like raining every day, right?
That's true. We have a lot of rain as well.
Yeah. It's actually quite crazy. It rains more here, I guess, than in Bali while it's raining season, right?
Yeah.
That's quite crazy, actually.
Okay, we have 4 minutes left. 4 minutes till the news. Give me 1 second here. I'm gonna get a new drink. I want to have a full drink before before the news happens here. Quickly in the chat. I think this is important as well here. Make sure you share your setups also in the gold setups again. All right. I want to go over. I hope a couple guys shared it here. Yes, a couple of guys shared it. Amazing. All right, be back in like 2 minutes.
Let me see. Who is here, by the way, on the stream from the V3? Who is here, by the way? Let me know. Let me know in the chat. I get a lot of messages that the trade is playing out pretty hard. Let me know who's here right now. It's actually crazy. V3, I love it.
So we took a trade in the V3. It's playing out right now.
So the trade actually, some people are still in. I get a lot of DMs at the moment. It's actually quite crazy. Some people are like making a lot of pips at the moment on the EURUSD. Some got stopped out, some are still in. It's quite crazy at the moment. Wait, let me see.
Why not take the news trade? Well, it's on your own risk. I mean, we're following a really accurate system. That's it. A mechanical system that works. So this is just not based around that system. So I'm not going to add this one on the spreadsheet. Even if it's a win, I'm not going to add it to the spreadsheet. But because I just have a little bit of a gamble side here. I do have some reasons why I wanted to see gold coming down. But with news, you never know. And we are following our system. And that's how we make our money. This is just for entertainment purposes. From my side. One minute to go. Hope you guys are ready. Let's have some fun today. Why put a disclaimer, man? Are you not feeling confident today? I don't think you understand what I just said. Fam, let them know, please, in the chat. There we go. Let's do it. Some gambling here. News came out. Bullish. For the dollar. Oh, that's a big difference. That's a big difference. That's a very big difference here. Does it mean you're gonna come down? I'm not sure. Let's see. So, is it gonna happen? Are we gonna flip this candle and are we gonna take out the no button wicker, potentially fill up that last piece of that gap? So far it seems like it, but let's see. We will be back to our system very soon again. Now we're holding up quite well, I have to say here. Okay, if you didn't listen to me, you still entered, and you are in profit right now, then you could put your stop loss and break even if you want to. So far, pretty strong support there. Let's go back to the 30-minute, 1 hour. I do want to see that VIG getting that flip. I do want to see that flip. That's at 1944. That's around there. Yeah, it could flip. It could flip. I expected a stronger push in general. Yeah, it was not a really strong push overall. Hope you guys are having some fun. It's always fun to see a trade getting executed. We will be back into our system in no time. Are you in a short on gold? Yes. Yes. However, this is for entertainment purposes only. Dun, 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 dun. Yeah, dollar still holding here. Let's see how we open up. New York Open has been there. I'm definitely going to hold the position open for until the 30-minute closure. That's for sure. Win or lose. And I'm keeping a very close eye on that flip. The daily flip of this candle here. Okay, I think if we flip and we continue down, push down here, and we break that candle, so we extend our wick. We might take a little bit action here, but for the rest, just let it run. Let's see. Close on the dollar as well. Still a lot of pushback. Okay, we extend our wick. I'm gonna put the stop loss on break even here, and go hard or go home, I would say, for the rest. That's it. Okay, look at Canadian dollar against the Japanese yen. We'll look at it later. We'll do a couple of charts later, a little bit later. Yeah, these are the moments where you can just chill. Whatever happens, happens. There is not really a lot of pressure. This was not really an intended trade here. Let's see what's happening on the daily. Just go. I know you want to. I know you want to. I know you want to. Yeah, I'm gonna take a little bit of profit here, you know. Let's just make a little profit. Not crying our eyes out here. Okay. Done. I'm not going to add this to the spreadsheet though. Thomas, what are you doing? What are you hunting, man?
Oh my god, the moment like I had a lot of flies here. Like one of them, he came, right? I killed it. And now out of nowhere the whole family comes along, tries to irritate me because I killed one of them. Like it's quite interesting. Like out of nowhere there are 5. First it was 1, now there are 5.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's crazy. Actually crazy. But yes, I'm still here though. Wait, let me see. What's going on?
Gold is more negative correlation with the US 202 year yield. Aha. I think the dollar is pretty accurate though, overall. Like from my personal experience. How many pips was this move, by the way? This was a 50 pip move? Wow. Alright, dollar. Yes. Gold. Give us that flip. Give us that flip. We're waiting for you. Smash that like button for the news here. Alright. This was for entertainment purposes. Smash that like button for this. Thomas, how do we get more people smashing that like button? What's like the secret sauce here?
Bro, that's a good question. The secret sauce for smashing the like button.
It's like, you know, you're on phone, you're in bed right now, you're like,
yeah, exactly.
I can't. It's
hard, isn't it?
So hard.
Yeah, it's tired. It's like tiring. I don't know. If people didn't see your face, bro, that would have been something. I'm not gonna lie. That would have been something. But yeah, to be honest, like I don't know. We could ask them if they want to help us out with a like. That would be amazing. Hey guys, do you want to
Raya Banks just leaves the stream. If you don't like certain, like if you don't get to 1,000 likes within like 5 minutes, he just leaves the stream. He says, okay, I know what's up here.
We have 750 people watching. Let's push it to 400 likes, guys. 400 likes. I love that.
Can you tell us more about being funded, how it works? Yes, so if you can prove a company practically that you are a profitable trader, you don't have to make crazy amounts of money, right? 1% a month is fine, but if you can prove them one time that you can gain 10% in a month or longer, actually you have no time limit anymore, you have a good risk management, then they are willing to give you money under their rules. So every prop firm is different. They have different rules, different objectives that you have to read carefully. And if you agree with the rules and you are a profitable trader, then there is nothing stopping you from getting extra capital to trade with it. Following the rules, execute, make money, and getting your monthly or weekly payouts. How come you only have few subscribers when Scammy Raya has a million? I think Raya is an animal, like in many ways, like a character, funny, like he's just a character, you know, and like in a good way as well. But yeah, no, we started from scratch a year ago, roughly. So I think we've done quite well in a year. We're just live streaming. And community building and everything like that. Brother, big love from Pakistan. Can you tell me about Ethereum? Oh yeah, we're going to talk a little bit about Bitcoin and crypto later. For sure. Some interesting things happening at the moment. Lorenzo, have you tried Hydra funding? No, but I know who the owner is, and I know him personally a little bit. His name is Cameron Foos. He lives in Bali as well, I believe. Still. What do you think of him? Very experienced guy. Very experienced. He's a very experienced trader. He knows exactly what he's doing. That I can tell you that. He knows exactly what he's doing and how he's investing and all of that stuff. So no, he's done very well for himself. Definitely something to look up to. Brother, can you look at GJ? Yeah, we can look at GJ. What happened? Okay, coming down. Is the end making moves now? We came here, we got rejected at that level. Overall, yeah, you see that the GJ is starting to come down. If you flip that 4 hour here, I'm more interested in shorting it. That's below the 182. We have that gap here. The further of that gap, the next layer of resistance will be below. So you break this level. It's kind of a layer of resistance right now, right here. So you break this. The next one up is a little bit lower at 181.5. Actually, it's a bit lower. No, 181.5. So if you flip here, I would take a short potentially to the downside, but then that it really proves us that we're actually continuing down here and not start just ranging, coming back into the range again and just start doing nothing. GJ has been terrible for the last, like, you know, couple days. How many years have you been trading? 6 years. 6, 7 years roughly. How many years have I been really trading? Like real trading? 3.5 years. Okay, the dollar keeps moving here. Gold is still holding up very strong at the moment. After the 30-minute closure. Okay, we had that candle here. We have that flip. Let's see. Do you have a course? Well, not only a course, we have our V3 community. That's a private community. We have around 1,200 people in our community right now, in that private community, where we sell, or we have our course, our material, video series. We trade live 3 days a week. We have an event on a Monday, an educational event on a Monday, and we're going to include the signals as well from there, based up from these particular live streams if you cannot watch them. So it's a complete package, and I prefer that over just a simple course. I prefer to give you, much more, because I think that's the way you really learn. And you can directly execute with the fam. Once you are in the V3, you have a little bit, or you went to the course and the education, there is also a test, a quiz that you need to accomplish. You get a higher role, a higher ranking, gives you more perks, and so on and so on. More information is in Get V3 Exit. It costs you $97 one time. More information is in Get V3 Exit. It costs you $97. Exactly.
Yeah. All right. Wait, let me check.
When gold long, if we are well, we don't know if we should long here. The dollar is so far breaking out right now. So if the dollar keeps breaking, then yeah, we know. If the dollar keeps breaking here, then we're gonna continue. We're gonna continue up. And at some point, gold has to break the lows here. So the V3, go into the Get V3 Access and watch everything that we have here. Right, you click on the link. And you, yeah, we'll go to the extra information. One click, you're in. You have to activate your rule. So again, the private live streams, the winning trades in there, everything is in there. Exclusive access to Thomas, our G, our animal, yes, and our elite traders. Our SMC video series, our prop firm video series. Extra verified trader setups, our daily bias chart where we post our daily bias in every single day. These are kind of like the best setups of that particular day, which is right here. Saves you a lot of work, a lot of headache. All right, in order to understand these charts, of course, you go through the course. I think that's important to mention as well. Then you have the trading pit where we trade live. We have a voting system for people, which gives you more confidence as well. And then, of course, the private events and everything. So if that is not worth $97, I have no idea what will be. Oh yeah, we're breaking through. Is the $97 a one-time payment? For now, it's a one-time payment. But the more we're going to add on to it, at some point, we could flip it around, especially if the signals are coming. But if you're in, you're in. So that's why we're building out a community here. We're trying to give as much value as possible. So if you're in, you're in. That's it. Yeah, we're changing lives, bro. That's what we're planning to do here. Changing lives. And Thomas, you've been working so hard, man, for the community. Tell me a little bit about your experience overall, like how you started. Because this is also kind of interesting as well.
Yeah, so for me, it's to begin with, when I started trading, of course, everyone starts looking for that one jam to become profitable, right? So looking for a lot of things and switching strategy to strategy and everything like that, and then eventually stick to one thing, and that was smart money for me. Looking for smart money things, I found Lorenzo on YouTube at his first 1,000 subscribers, if I'm right, around the first 1,000 subscribers. Started to become really active in a good way and an annoying way in the community, asking a lot of questions, trying to have specific questions as well. So don't get me wrong, I'm not answering all the questions, but I'm just looking for things that I don't understand, and then I ask those questions to people that have more experience than me. Growing a lot in like a few months, I grew immense on knowledge side of things as well, putting in 8 hours a day. Starting doing a lot of live streams in the community, to just help people out, trying to help people understand what I couldn't understand in the beginning. And then eventually it just like the momentum came, and when momentum is there, you're gonna make a lot of steps and you will learn way more than you actually notice.
Momentum
And
is
now
everything,
we're-
right? So
Yeah,
you made a
momentum
very
is
good point there. So just to get into that part here, whenever you're trading and whenever you are experiencing that you're not continuing, and like just simply the only thing that I could tell you right now is that trading is not just this, all right? It's not just, okay, we have just one linear way up here and that's your trading journey, you know? No, it's gonna be hectic. You're gonna have ups where you think that you're the man or woman, and you're gonna have massive downs and ups and downs and ups and downs. It's practically what you see on the chart on the regular trading. So what we're trying to do is to gain that momentum with you guys, to start, you know, constantly get some information here and there and here and there, real-time data, and at some point, boom, it clicks, and then you are in the speed train, and then you can capitalize on the momentum. And making sure that you're really congruent with your actions. And that's what we have been working on. But yes, continue, Thomas.
So yeah, exactly. So like that, and then eventually, yeah, you started noticing me as well, getting me more on stream, letting me help out, like sometimes let me explain trades and things like that. And the momentum was there, right? People were enjoying to have sessions with me and things like that. We did some open mastermind sessions, eventually came to backtesting sessions together, and we're just building a whole connection, right? Like a family, making money together, learning together, and we're just doing everything together. And I really appreciate that. So Limitless is really, even though it's like now a year, I think a year or something like that, it's already a really big part of my life. And yeah, I'm really happy that I'm here. I'm really grateful for that. So yeah,
yes, we talked about it yesterday. Like you know, it's always the question: do you truly want it? Because if you truly want it, the opportunities are here. And if you truly want to become a profitable trader, and you have, you know, visions like you want to take care of your family, you should always ask yourself: do I want it, or do I actually really want it?
Yeah, I fully agree.
I want to see you in the chat right now as well, before we take our next trade here. Like, who really wants it? But like, be honest with yourself, because some people do not have that deep desire to really achieve something, or that deep desire to really make a difference. To really say, okay, I'm really going to do everything it takes now. Vicky, I know you. You're working extremely hard. Abhishek, crazy work ethic in the V3 as well. I see you as well. Nick, like all the time. I see Kai W, Snowfall, Plug, Stove. Absolutely. Our next trade is coming soon, hopefully, if we break this level. Love it. That's it.
Yeah, I want to do a massive shout out, by the way, to everyone that's in the V3 Elite and in the V3 itself, right? But especially the V3 Elite for giving out that daily buys every day. Summer Boy, Stove,
Daily buys,
Ivy,
yeah.
every one of you. I really appreciate all of you. And let's keep this momentum going, and together we can achieve greatness, right?
Abhishek as well. Abhishek has been
limitless.
dropping some bonds. Absolutely. Abhishek says, anyone who thinks it's expensive or need any discount, believe me, also asked Lorenzo some months ago. I also asked Lorenzo some months ago, but after that I joined paying the $97 and now I'm an Elite V3 member. I'm getting somewhere, so nothing can anybody give more for $97. Thank you, brother. The dollar is right now breaking through. We're seeing on the 4 hour as well that this looks quite strong. Like we said before already, when drawing the Fibonacci from swing low to swing high here, So we have this low, we have this high, we have this low. We came in that zone, this area of supply. We had some, you know, some structures right there. We bounced back to the 618 Fibonacci. And then after that, we saw a continuation to the upside. And now we seamlessly seem to break that level or break that zone. We have that gap above here. That could be a nice target for the dollar. That would then mean that gold would potentially come down. So far, it's holding up quite well, I have to say. But that's why we're waiting for that low to be broken. To really give us that confirmation we're looking for. And that would then give us that daily flip, which leads potentially to a gap fill below here. Jason G, I bought a 2-day course in Brisbane for $6,600 back in 2018. V3 is far, far better for $97. Buy it. Wow. What kind of course was that? $6,600. You're making me curious now. Oh, 2-day, okay, intensive face-to-face trading. Okay, that's a different story. If it's a face-to-face, like, and it's actually making sense, then yeah. Gaurang, Ganekar, and Boober Nuis Mohammed, my man. Welcome to the fam. Thank you for the sub. Welcome to the Limitless Trading Academy. We're waiting for a little bit more volume to come in now.
There's a quite interesting little story in the Discord, in the V3 trading floor chat, Lorenzo. I don't know if you want to read that. It's from someone that just joined the V3.
The V3 trading floor chat?
Yes.
In the member chat, yeah?
In the V3 trading floor chat. Just so in the channel that we are talking. No, in the channel that we are talking.
Oh, okay.
And then in the chat, yes. I can read it if you want to. That's not a problem.
Oh, we can read it right now.
Yeah. Okay. So it's right there. It's right there from Sheola.
Oh, Sheola.
Yeah, she's a queen in the Discord.
A $1 billion woman.
A $1 billion woman.
V3 is worth the cost. First day I'm in profits. First week I'm learning more in Discord than I have in 4 years of uni. And I graduated this year with my fiance finance degree. Holy shit.
Isn't that crazy? Isn't that crazy, everyone?
Oh, she's definitely a $1 billion woman, that's for sure. Yeah, so we were indeed in profit. So we're gonna do a little giveaway here today. Why don't you take profit? TP1 was at 1946.64. Maybe it's not big enough. Yeah, we're definitely waiting for this hourly closure. We want to see more volume coming in here. You said I went long on USD Tech. We'll have a look at it. Onward, guys. Besides all the trading signals that definitely everyone is looking for, the community itself, the love, the care and bond between the fam is great. The whole Limitless fam is just amazing. This saying from Anwar. Let me talk about Anwar a little bit. Anwar joined us, I think, last year. Practically at the beginning. I think it was September or October last year. Correct, Anwar? Anyways. He's been active ever since. So that's almost a year already. Time is flying. Absolutely crazy. Anwar, we're definitely gonna meet up, man. When I'm in Dubai or around Dubai and you are around there, we definitely want to meet you. Definitely want to have a conversation with you. That would be absolutely amazing. So yeah, I can't wait. We're gonna travel next year again. That's the plan. Yeah, next year we're gonna travel a little bit again. That's our plan. Next year. This year is all about working our ass off. Well, we will always work. Like, this is just how we are programmed. Ever since I was, I think, a teenager. But yeah, no. Definitely want to look for more travels next year. I was thinking about Dubai, Cape Town. Dubai, Cape Town. A little bit of Europe. A little bit of Europe back home, maybe. That type of stuff. One step or two step challenge. It depends. I prefer the one step. If you apply good risk management.
Dubai we do in the winter time. I fully agree on that. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, so how hot does it get in Dubai? Like in the summer?
60, I think.
60?
Yeah, 50
No
60
way.
Celsius, I guess.
Is that from you?
If I'm correct. Yeah, it's really hot. Really hot. It's like insane. You're in the middle of the desert, so yeah, 50 degrees Celsius. Yeah. 60, 50, something like that.
In the summer, the weather in Dubai is very hot and humid, with temperatures exceeding 43 degrees, 109 degrees Fahrenheit, mainly in months of July and August. The sea temperature could also reach 37 degrees. That's like a hot tub.
That's crazy.
Oh man, that's actually pretty crazy here. Are you gonna go to Dubai? Yeah, that's definitely the plan next year. Dubai, Cape Town.
You see a lot of people saying, no, this is not correct. 50 plus in Dubai. Yeah, I thought I saw something about it always being 50 degrees.
I think
like
this is
summer.
like, this is not in the, in the shadow. This is like in the shadow. You
Yeah,
know?
probably.
If it's in the sun, it's gonna
really
be even
hot.
worse.
Yeah, it's really hot. It's crazy hot.
Has to be. It has to be. Yeah, 50. I heard 50 as well. But
Yeah. Imagine riding your scooter there, Lorenzo. through the desert with 50 degrees. You're
So
sweating.
I have a Lebanese friend in my country, in the Netherlands. I grew up with him practically, and he was from Beirut, I believe. And he said that it could be around 50 degrees as well, 55 degrees as well.
For everyone who doesn't like hot weather, come to the Netherlands during the summer. It's raining for 3 weeks straight. So yeah, it's definitely a good place to be if you don't like hot weather.
Okay. Beirut never reaches 50 degrees. Oh, okay. Well, there we go. We have a real guy here. Tarabai. Man, we're all over the world, huh? Global. New subscriber from the Philippines. Yeah, I've never been to the Philippines. Never been in the Philippines. Or many good stories about it as well. There's so much more to experience and to travel as well. But you know, we have a mission. We are on a mission now, and this has priority. This has priority. Absolutely. Okay, we created on the 1 minute a lower low, lower high, lower low, lower high, rejected at the high. Now pushing down again. We have our hourly closure in 3 minutes, so let's see where this will bring us or take us here. 1 hour after this, after the New York Open. Hopefully we're gonna see a little bit more volume coming in here. Next news is coming. No, nothing spectacular anymore. That's it for today. The crude oil inventories, but you guys know that's not really what we're looking for. Tomorrow is the initial jobless claims, the ICM, the PMI again, and then Friday. Friday is the day. Friday is the day here, the big day. The NFP. Byron, hi, how are you doing today? Amazing, friend. Amazing, great to see you. Trust. You sent me a message. Guys, is it normal? I have been trading for 3 years now, but no profit. Used BTMM. Now I'm learning SMC. I've blown many accounts, only get profitable once. Please help me, guys, please. Yes, and I see something straight away in your message. You started at BTM, now you're trying SMC. What if it's maybe not that strategy? What if the strategy is not the problem here? Are there any other things, my man, that you think are affecting your overall trading besides the strategy? If you want to come here and you want to have a conversation with me, then we can also have a conversation right now. Let me know, Trust. All right, dollar is starting to really break. The hourly close has been done here. Mohammed says, I want to talk with you, Lorenzo. Okay. You know what, bro? Join our Discord. And join the Limitless Lounge 2. Right now. Right here. Okay. And join and let's have a conversation. Ask me anything. Anything you want. Hello, who's there? Let's do it, guys. Let's do a little Q&A or something like that. It's a great way of helping you as well. We spend more time rather than just waiting for a trade to play out here. There are so many other things we can talk about, we can use to improve our trading. Thomas, if you're listening as well, bro, you can join this channel right here for now. That will be amazing. Who is that? Who is that? We're seeing a monkey here. Lorenzo, what account you're trading on? Just a regular account. Ah, okay. Your server muted, my man. Now I see. Okay, there we go. You were server muted right here. All right. This should be good. Do you always enter market? Not always. Depends on the strategy. Okay, I'm waiting here, guys. I'm waiting for somebody here to talk. So you can just join this channel, the Limitless Lounge 2. Everyone can join. And we can have a conversation here. So let's do that.
Hey, Lorenzo, I got a question, man.
CJ, yes, brother. What's up, man? How are you?
I'm good, man. I'm good. How?
Amazing, bro. Amazing. Great to see you.
Yes, sir.
There we go. Yes, brother. What's up? Love it, man. Yeah, let me know. What's your question, brother?
Yeah, absolutely. So my question is, I have the right strategy, right? I understand trading. Very familiar with winning strategy, but psychology is tough for me. So
okay.
I think for me, man, it's about chasing the money. Just trying to get out of that mindset. What's your recommendations? Can you lead me to one exact trading example? Like just, you don't have to go specific in numbers, but like just in general, like what happened? Yeah,
you look at the market, you look at the chart, or you sit in front of your PC. What is going on?
Yeah, absolutely. So I'll give you a perfect example. I was trading the NASDAQ 100, was in profit, put my stop loss at break even. The market turned around on me, took me out, and then I kind of impulsively just jumped back in the market and I took a big loss, right? Stuff like that.
Yeah, I completely get it. So you were up in money. You saw the you saw the numbers going up. You were happy, right? You were like, okay, stop loss on break even. It's never gonna go back. It came back. You were like, oh man, I may just if I just closed it, I had 1 or 2% or something like that. Correct?
Yeah, that's absolutely correct.
There we go. Yeah, it's just very important, bro. And the hardest part is that, and this is actually still a mild example, to be honest, because I've seen much worse. I've seen people that that actually put their stop loss on break even, price is pulling back, comes to break even, then they're like, oh no, I'm just putting my stop loss back. And I've seen it going much worse than that. So you're already at a stage where, okay, you know exactly when to put your stop loss on break even and stuff. This is just part of the game, bro. But my next question to you will be, how many trades? Like, how many trades do you do that? Like, what's like is there any way or any possibility you track your trades? Do you actually have a spreadsheet or something like that?
Yeah, absolutely. I actually started using a spreadsheet a few weeks ago.
Yeah.
I always was inconsistent with it, but no, lately I've been very consistent with it. That spreadsheet that you're using, I actually have it. I can even send it, there's proof. But yeah, I use that spreadsheet often. And
okay.
I noticed that a majority of my losing trades are the NASDAQ. I seem to win in, the Forex pairs, but
okay.
The NASDAQ, I'm always losing.
Yeah, same for me this month.
I might make a rule to just stay away from the NAS.
We're in the same boat here, man. Most of the losses were from the US 100, US 30 this specific month. Normally it's not the case, but I feel you. So yes, all right, I got a pretty good understanding, but bro, the only advice that I can literally give you is just to really make sure that you treat every single trade as a new trade. That's how the game is here. When you feel your emotions, right, and you're upset with yourself, what makes you want to directly take a trade? Like, what is the feeling you get? Are you, and I'm specifically asking, are you angry at yourself, disappointed in yourself? Is it just that you're so obsessed with the money, right, that you really look at the numbers and stuff, and that you're actually getting emotionally connected to the numbers? Like, what's happening here?
Yeah, I would absolutely say that's the case. Just trying to, I'm getting emotionally tied to, the potential of making a lot of money, right? Or even losing money. And I think that's definitely swaying my decision making. Okay.
Are you trading on a platform, or are you trading with your own account?
No, I'm trading on the paper money in my own account, and I've already blown multiple of my own accounts.
Okay. What is your risk management? Like in general, like?
Yeah, so that's actually a good question. I feel like my risk management is not there yet. So for me, my biggest issues are risk management and psychology. When I take losses, I tend to try to get revenge in the market, try to get money back. I'm trying to just get out of that mindset.
Okay. So like if you take a trade and there is no risk management, like what are we talking about?
I mean, I'll take a trade with risk management, but if I lose, then the trades thereafter are no longer, right? I kind of disregard risk, right? I'm just at the point, just trying to make money.
Hey, bro, I'm gonna be a little bit harder with you, man. Like, cause I know how this is, and I already talked about this on stream before. And my question to you is, like, do you really want it? Do you really want it, right? And this is nothing personal, because I really appreciate the honesty here. But the question is, do you really want it? Because the moment you turn back in that mindset where you just want to chase and revenge trade, that tells me that you're just not taking it serious enough yet. And that's where you really need to start changing yourself, your behavior here. And I have so much confidence that if you just go back into your why, like what is the reason why you're doing this? Like, stop losses on break even and getting hit on break even happens to me all the time. It's actually quite normal. There's nothing wrong with this. You actually did not even make a loss, right? So in many scenarios, you're exactly where you were before. Like, there is no difference here. You have no drawdown, nothing. But the question is, do you really want to change here? Because it's that emotion, that why, that makes you do things the right way. And if you don't, because deep inside, bro, right? You know that you fucked up, correct?
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, you know when it happens immediately.
You know immediately, and you're then angry with yourself, you're upset with yourself that you did that. But then the question is like, what is your why? What is the reason why you're doing it? Any particular reason why you're trading, by the way? Like, what is the situation? You don't have to go too deep into your personal, stuff, but like roughly, what is your goal in life here? What do you want to achieve with trading?
Yeah, absolutely, man. My biggest goal is to obviously take care of my family and really just give back to those that invested in me, man. I had a rough childhood just growing up and didn't really come from money.
Yeah.
And I want the opportunity to, take care of my loved ones and give back.
Mm-hmm.
That's really what motivates me.
Yeah.
But you're right. Definitely staying true to that is going to help me be consistent and stick to my strategy.
Bro, the next time you fuck up, think about your family, man. And trying to connect this. And exactly what you're saying, because you have a beautiful why. I'm actually really impressed. For me, it's the exact same thing. I recognize so much of myself in you right now. It's actually crazy. But when you fuck up, go back to your why and think about your family, man.
Yes, sir. I appreciate the advice, Lorenzo, man. Thanks a lot.
Let's do it. All right. Speak to you soon.
Yes, sir.
That's a beautiful example of a trade, not taking it serious enough. But at the same time, this is also part of the journey. Like, he has to go through this in order to achieve it. And like you said, a rough childhood, the family. Start with the why first. And from there, you will be taking trading so much more serious. But I've been there, man. I've done this so many times. Put my stop loss on break even. Stop loss gets hit. On break even. Upset. Oh man, I just, had a chance of closing my $500 profit or $100 profit, but I did not do it. I need to chase. I need to get the market in. I need to get a new trade right now. You know what? Forget about risk management. Forget about my risk to reward. I need to get my money back. It's a tough one, and I think everyone experiences it. If you experience exactly what CJ experienced right now, press a 1 in the chat here. And CJ, if you're still listening, bro, you're not alone, my friend. You're not alone, brother. We're in this thing together. That's what I can tell you right now. What I've just realized is that the emotional connection that you have built when you take a trade or you make a mistake here, that emotional connection is everything. That emotional connection to your why and what the reason is why you're trading. If your why is not strong enough, you do not really care. You care, but not really care. So that's like the thing that I've experienced myself. And I needed to reflect and say, no, like, I need to make this happen, man. I need to make this happen. A shout out to CJ here. Prime, are you here, my man? In the meantime, guys, we're still waiting for some volume to come in here. But in 15 minutes, we're going to see the New York Stock Exchange open. This is where we're going to see more volume coming in. So this 30-minute close is going to be important. Yes, my man. How are you doing?
So, not bad, not bad.
Amazing.
Another day on the market, no trades.
Another day. How's it going for you so far? How was your month? How was July for you?
Not bad. I was down about 2% for July.
Okay.
The end of the month kind of got a bit sticky.
Okay.
I was up around 4%, and then lost that towards the end of the month.
Yeah.
But
Okay.
new month, new trades, move on.
You nailed it, brother. You've been extremely active as well here in our Discord and everything that you've been doing here. So I just want to actually, before we have a conversation here, thank you for your effort, your work, and your activity, and the love that you're sharing with the other people in the community. It's really appreciated.
Yeah, I try and jump on the YouTube live stream every day and type a little quote of the day.
Love it, man. So are you trading in London or New York? What are you usually trading?
Usually trade to New York.
Yeah.
So I live in UK, obviously, probably tell by the accent. Yeah, found the New York sessions.
Yeah.
A lot more easier to trade for me.
So tell me a little bit about yourself. Like, how was your journey? How did you start trading? How old were you? Like, what is your overall experience?
So I got into trading quite young. I was around 17. I'm 22 now.
Yeah, 5 years. 5+ years already.
So the first, obviously, I'd say 4 years was just rocker. Like, I started off selling in school, so selling chocolate, sweets to like my other school mates and stuff like that, and that's where I got that passion for money and business. And then from there, I saw, obviously, Forex had quite a bit of a boom on Instagram with people promoting it, and all for the wrong reasons, really. And then that's what made me jump into Forex. Didn't have a clue what I was doing, lost a lot of money, blew a lot of accounts. But it was from losing all that money that I thought, if I can lose that much, then I can make that much.
I love it.
And that's kind of what pushed me into the direction of Forex. I've tried the same things in the past, like clothing brands, drop shipping, but they've all kind of like fizzled away, and Forex is a thing that I've always come back to.
Well,
So
you're not a quitter, that's for sure.
No.
That's amazing. So, you know, whenever things went not in your direction, right? Like you said before, you lost a lot of money. Like, what else kept you moving forward? Making sure that you stayed, you know, sane, like during the process, and that you actually started reflecting, like, wow, okay, like I really need to make this happen. Like, what was the reason why?
So again, my family don't come from money, like CJ was saying before, and I want to kind of be the person to change that in my family. And not only that, it's like going back to when I said I saw myself losing a lot of money, so I knew I could, if I stuck to it, mastered a strategy, mastered risk management, then eventually I'd get to the point where I could make that amount of money.
Beautiful. And what is your family thinking about it?
So my dad thinks it's a big risk.
Yeah.
My dad don't really know too much about it, but I talk to my mum a lot about it, and she sees that I've got a big passion for it, and she understands why I want to do it.
Okay, so he respects the hustle right now. He understands it. Okay, beautiful. Amazing.
But yeah, it's just a journey that everyone in Limitless is on.
Yeah. So after 5 years, what is that's a really long time here. Like, what if you know, what is the current status? How's it going for you right now at the moment? What are you trading? Like, what is your strategy like?
So now I'm sticking. I've found that sticking to 1 or 2 pairs.
Okay.
Is a really big help. So I'll usually trade Euro USD on New York. So I look for a supply zone or a demand zone, and then trade off supply and demand. Just trying to keep it simple. Not trying to overcomplicate things. Not using 10 different strategies. Not trying to learn 10 different strategies, because that was one of my main problems. Yeah. I thought, oh, if I learn 10 strategies instead of 1, then I'll be able to trade 10 strategies and I'll make more money. That's not the case at all.
Exactly.
So yeah, just sticking to 1 strategy, sticking to mainly Euro USD.
Yeah. Man.
For anyone who's listening, I do believe that if you're new or you're trying to master a certain strategy, Euro USD is a really good pair to go forward with.
I agree. Yeah, I like the EURUSD as well. Absolutely. So what is for you the main reason? What kind of advice would you give to people, you know, trading? Because you're saying that you're trading 1 or 2 pairs. Like, what is the main reason why?
Keep your mindset in check. Keep your mind clear. You know what's going on with that pair.
Yeah.
You know what currency indexes to look at. You're not overcomplicating things. You're not looking at 10 different charts.
Mm-hmm.
I'd say to anyone, keep it simple. Try and keep it simple, and your mentality is the thing that's going to push you forward.
Oh man, you made such a good point there about the simplicity. Like, for some reason, the industry is trying to make you believe that everything is so complicated and that you need all these indicators and all different types of, you know, charts and layouts, and everything needs to be perfect and this and that in order for you to actually execute here. And
it's just a big gaze, isn't
it? Yeah, much less talking about actually the, you know, the trade management, the risk management, and all of that stuff. So yeah, absolutely, man. I feel you, and I think it's a great way of looking, and especially if you're a beginner, just going to like 1 or 2 pairs max. Focus on 1 or 2 pairs and try to really learn that particular pair. Every pair has their own behavior, as you may know.
Yeah, because that's it. You start to understand how that certain pair moves, how that certain pair reacts, and what to look for in that market. It's like making a pair your best friend. Absolutely.
Yeah, that's what, for example, for gold. I just know gold right now pretty well, and I know that if gold goes, it goes. There is like no stopping. And that's particular, you know, reaction of particularly how gold moves here. When I look, for example, at GJ, it's a lot of, and you see it right now, by the way, this is a great example. It's a lot of consolidation, expansion, consolidation, expansion, consolidation, expansion, consolidation, expansion. You're constantly wait for enough accumulation or distribution before a big expansion here. Just like that, every pair has their own behavior. And I do agree with you that the euro is actually, EURUSD in many cases, one of the cleanest out there.
Yeah, 100%.
Well, thank you, my man. And thank you for the support likewise. And yeah, all these dollars, you don't have to donate anything, my man. Just saying, it's not necessary at all.
No, always.
But we're always giving it back to the community.
Straight back to the community. Yeah, go straight back into the community.
That's it, brother. Big shout out to Prime. Everyone press a Prime in the chat or type a Prime in the chat here. I'm not talking about the drink.
Let's go.
Cheers, brother. Thank you.
You too. Thank you. Have a good day.
And just like that, Primefix is another guy. Crushing it as well. Doing his best here. Creating killers. Killers in our community. I love it. Okay, it seems for now though, a little update right now here. We have the New York Stock Exchange opening here in 6 more minutes. We have been stagnating a little bit so far, but I do believe that the volume will come in around 5 minutes from now when the open is there. The dollar is shooting up so far. We still have that gap above here. A pretty big gap between the 102.14 and the 102.5. So pretty big gap overall. Is there a chance we come up here right now to just continue and just to come back to this range right here? I do believe there is a possibility. And that should bring gold further down. At the same time, we're almost flipping that daily candle right now. So a little bit more patience. Hopefully we're going to see a little bit more volume coming in very soon. Sony says everyone is long on gold, so I think it got more expansion down. Is that the case indeed? Let's we can check that out. In regards to GJ, we have our level and the US30. See where the US30 is at right now. Okay, we took it out, alright. What to see has passed first phase. Congratulations, brother. Amazing. We're checking in a second here. We're loading. I don't know. Something's happening here. We're live at Discord, yes. You can join, you can join. You can join and ask me any question you want here. VIX, yes. Well, let's have a look at it. I don't know why we're not loading. What this is 8% with just 2 trades. Thanks, man. Let's put it on that. Let's see what's happening here. Okay, the chart is not working at the moment. Maybe some more people have problems with it. I'm not sure. Will be fixed shortly. Let's see what's going on here. Now we'll fix it in a second here. I think TradingView has died. Mine too. Okay. Okay, it's not me. Okay. All right. Have you taken any trade yet? Yeah, so we're still in that trade. We took a trade, or I took a trade during the, just before the news. And we're waiting for further continuation for a new trade below that levels here. Unless we flip and we go up here, of course. Okay, one more minute. Let's see how the dollar opens up here. Unfortunately, I cannot check anything else right now. The TradingView is not working. Crashed for a lot of people here. It's kind of interesting. Or is it fixed? Okay, it's fixed. All right. Yeah, let's see how we open up with US30 real. Just quickly. We have now the New York Stock Exchange opening up here. Let's check it out on the 50-minute for now. The VIX has a lot of more downside potential here. We have equal lows indeed below. A lot of sales and liquidity below. Could we shoot up? Let's see. Not really a spectacular open so far, but let's see how it goes. Dollar pushing further. Let's see, gold is reacting right now. Think dollar index is heading towards that 102.3. Yeah, I do believe there is a possibility indeed to go to that level here. Lorenzo, someone want to talk to you? Okay, I'm ready.
Money.
Bro, you need to work on your psychology, man.
Okay. So from where I watch some YouTube videos for that or what?
We'll be right back. Any chance of gold going up to 90.45? Well, if the dollar is showing us a sign of a reversal, we might be looking at a flip here. But for now, I do believe that if you look at the dollar in general, we still have the gap above here. We're looking quite strong. Our bounce was quite good as well. Like we're not showing any weakness so far, like any weakness whatsoever here. So my suggestion is that we would come up, we continue our momentum here, go to that gap, which should break down or should help gold break down, take out the low, and then look for a continuation potentially to 90.35. That's what I want to see here. If you do flip here, and we come down here now at the moment, yeah, then we have to still wait a little bit longer for a bullish moment, a bullish actual reversal here to the upside. Then I'm still looking at the 1957 here. Patience, guys. Gonna be fine. Let's see how it goes. The New York Stock Exchange is open, so yeah, we're gonna see, of course, more momentum coming now. The news has been done already. How can I talk to you, Lorenzo? I'm here right now. I'm here right now. Let me know when you're in. It's the Limitless V2. Sorry, the Limitless Lounge 2. Matthew, yes, first time on the stream and I love it. Amazing, bro. Welcome. Thank you for being here. Thank you for the support. And we reached the 500 likes. I'm happy with it as well. Thank you so much, guys. It's all love. It's all love. Learn, it says possible reversal. Yeah, let's look on the 5 minute here. Where are you from? I'm from the Netherlands. There we go. Now we're gonna see the real deal, especially when looking at the Usd. Still want to wait for at least a 15-minute closure. That's in 10 minutes to see where we're at. I do not really care about this gold, the rest of this gold trade. We took already some profits here. What I do care about is the continuation of gold in either direction, because this is where we can execute a new trade. What country do you live in? I live in Bali. It's not a country, but just so you know. Use 30 tots. The only thing that I can see right now is that if you go to the 15-minute especially, 30-minute in this case. So we had a pretty strong bounce from this zone here, and we have not broken any major lows, so it could indicate that we just continue up here to the upside. However, when you take it to the lower time frame, you come down here. If we break this internal level, we might see a short-term pullback. So if this is the case, then what's going to happen is that the US30 should be doing the opposite. So in this case, the US30 and the VIX are somewhat to take consideration as well here. Overall, now I'm looking at it here, I do think that the US30 is starting to lose some strength here right now. So we have a higher high created. We saw a bounce from 50%. If we flip here though, the 30-minute, let me take it to the big screen. If we flip here potentially, we might come to retest this exact level straight away. So this could indicate a nice short-term pullback to the downside. But in order to be really bearish, we need to break this low right now internally here. Overall, we are still looking at some continuation, but overall, if you look at what the US30 is building right now, it's absolutely insane. But I think that we're preparing here for the NFP. I think this is all accumulation, liquidity building here potentially for the NFP, for a major move. We shoot up, come down, something in that matter, that they start finally come down during the NFP. That's what I personally think is a scenario that could play out, because we have been building up so much ever since last week. And you know, at some point we are starting to really slow down here. But for now, internally, I would say higher high, bounce. Look for some weakness in the on the VIX, and potentially anticipate on that here. Not my favorite chart to be looking at right now, to be honest. When I look at the US30, it's not something that I'm really interested in right now. This whole week is a little bit strange with the price action. Yeah, this is just typical news weeks, and especially the NFP. Around the NFP, around the FOMC, these type of weeks are usually weeks filled with news. All kinds of different things, projections. People don't really know what to do here. This is just all part of the journey. Luckily, this is not every week. So we just have to deal with it. CPI is usually not something that I'm really worried about too much when it's coming. Of course, it's a major event. Super important. But if it's just the CPI, it's fine. But usually around the NFP, you have the ADP, right? You have all these other things as well here. The JOLTS, job openings, the ICM manufacturing, you name it. You have all these things coming up as well in the same week. Whereas the CPI is just a CPI. Melamaskis, this daily live streams really helped me improve every day as a beginner trader. I know one day I'll become profitable, I will claim it. Thank you. Terima kasih, Indonesian, my friend. Amazing. Thank you, bro. Just keep doing what you're doing. And go back to your why, brother. Do you think we have a trade today? We know our levels. We know what our strategy is. It's hard to say. It's hard to say. We're coming closer. But we have to wait and see. We're still going to be here for now. Yeah, dollar is doing it. Dollar is pushing. Are we gonna go for that gap? So far it seems like it. And gold is holding very well, I have to say. Very well. While the dollar is now pushing up here. I'm definitely waiting for this closure. And if we are still here while the dollar keeps going up, I'm gonna close the position in full. Because the dollar looks very strong. Gold is pushing down. But yeah, if we are not moving for gold here in like a couple more minutes, then I'm gonna close this position here. What's your outlook on the dollar? I can't wrap my fingers around it. I would say higher time frame bearish, lower time frame bullish. But we already retraced 50% on the swing. Great question, bro. Great question. So keep in mind that the dollar has been coming down tremendously already. All right, we're talking about a crazy move to the downside when we topped out here in October. That was the top. And we came down ever since. Okay. We came down to the, I believe, 50%. No. What a surprise, by the way. The 618 on the weekly. We bounced from this level. It is also a nice, strong area of the month here. At the same time right now, you see that we're pushing up quite heavily. So in order to flip bullish on the higher time frame, we need to break this high. Why? It's simple. This high broke the low, or this high created a lower low. It's the last impulsive move to the downside before potential flip. So if we do not break that high, then we're still in a lower low, lower high territory, right? So a lower low, lower high. Lower low, sorry, lower high, lower low. So you need to see a higher high. that's the situation where I would say, okay, now we're changing trend here. Now we could start seeing it flipping. This could take a very long time this year, leading into next year, especially on the weekly. So that is something to take consideration already, this weekly level. Until then, yeah, we're still in the downtrend, of course, on the higher time frame. Then you have to go back to the 4-hour and just look at internal structures and swings, and to see if there is some potential here. Well, right now, our big range is coming up here, and the major resistance is going to be already at this level right here, which is the 102.36, and it's actually this overall range, this area of consolidation here, right? This range right there. This is where we're gonna find a lot of resistance right now. The moment we come up here, we have that gap here. Okay, this is that gap. So that gap is now what we're trying to fill. After that fill, we're gonna face some serious resistance right here. So this is the weekly high. This is the daily high, you would say. Okay, we need to start breaking these levels first. Until then, we're still bearish on the higher time frame. It's pretty straightforward here. The moment you break it, you come back. Yeah, that's the moment when a lot more people will gain a lot more confidence in the dollar. And that's the moment when people start to really, you know, focusing more on dollar longs in that sense here. For now, it could be a pullback. Just a regular pullback, followed by continuation to the downside. We do not really know. This is one of the most interesting highs, though, to look at after that gap fill. So yeah, to take consideration, last thing I wanted to add here, it could easily be that this is just going to be the major resistance. And if you see a strong rejection and you create a lower low internally here, let's say this is a lower high. So you come down, you come up, you come down, you come up, and you create that lower low. This is where you can start looking at, you know, gold longs, this type of stuff. If the chart aligns here, also a little bit on the higher time frame. This is the true test for the dollar. EURUSD is breaking down. Yeah, we'll look at it in a second here. $11 more minutes for that closure. Thomas, your man. I see that you're back as well. There we go.
Yes, I'm back. What's up? I just got one live on stream. Actually, I showed the results. That fly couldn't get away in time. Ain't no way. I got him.
The fly. Your mother. You help your mother out in the garden. You're always helping your mother out. I like it, man. Yeah, always there for your mother.
You know, like my mother, she wanted to move a table in the garden, but you know how that goes, right? Everyone knows it. You move it to the left, then
keep
it goes back to the right.
Keep in front of the mic. Stay in front of the mic.
Oh, what's going on? You can't hear me?
No, you slip away sometimes.
Oh, wait. And now? It's good again? Wait, let me fix this.
No, it's not good. Not working.
And now? How is now?
No.
And now?
No.
You're kidding. Is it really that bad?
It's not working.
Let me rejoin.
Yeah.
I think it's you, Lorenzo. I could hear him.
You're having a laugh at me, aren't you? Now I can't put my now I can't wait. Now I can't put my camera on anymore.
Oh.
Because I left and I rejoined. So you're having a laugh at me, huh? Okay.
Oh man.
I get it.
Okay.
Yeah. That's karma. That's what we call it.
I ruined everything.
That's what we call it. That's karma. That's karma. That's what we call it, bro. But let me see. All right. So I was helping my mother in the garden, but you know how that goes. Everyone knows.
Wait,
it.
1 second.
What? You can't hear me again?
Ah, Thomas?
Yes. Bro, I'm listening to the screen. You know that, right?
Okay, joking. All right. Go for it, brother.
All right. So yeah, you help your mother moving something, let's say in house or in the garden, and it's too heavy and you have to lift it. I move that table to the left, and then after a minute or two, she's like, no, okay, it looks better there. And I move it towards that place, and then I move it there, and I move it there. Like, eventually, you're just like, Mom, listen up. We've moved it for 5 times, every time to a new direction. Choose which one you want. I have to go. She's like, yeah, just put it back where we started. I'm like, you're kidding, right? You call me to come downstairs to move the table 5 times to eventually have it back on the same place. That's how we do it.
That's a good workout. That's a good workout.
That's an extra workout. Like, it's amazing. I love it. I love my mother. I love it.
Are there any other pairs you're looking at right now besides the Euro US dollar? Any chance?
To be honest, not really. What I've been doing is I've been trying to afterwards, like everything happens, I'm trying to mark out gold to see how gold fully operates. I want to understand gold. But besides that, I'm just trading Euro USD the whole time. Okay. And I'm trying to understand gold. I want to add gold to my list, to my trading pair.
What do you think the major difference is between gold and the Euro USD?
Well, it all in the end, every strategy, most of them work on every pair, but it's like how the true nature is of the pair itself, right? Like how it wants to operate, and you need to fully understand it by backtesting it multiple times, forward testing it multiple times, and eventually you know that if they go a certain way first, you know they're going the other way. You know what I mean? Because it's all an illusion in the end. It's all an illusion. So you're trying to understand how are they trying to manipulate your mind, and then eventually you will understand it. But yeah, gold is definitely a hard one. I ain't gonna lie. I find gold really hard. But over time, yeah.
So I see many people in the chat. I know that they're trading gold, and I'm always curious to why they trade gold. So if you are just a gold trader, can you let us know in the chat what is the reason why you specifically trade gold?
Yeah, really interesting. Let me know. Let us know. Because I know, especially for like if you have a personal account, it's also that the pip value is a lot of you get a lot of pip value in return. So you can grow your account pretty fast, but you can also blow it pretty fast though. Just that everyone knows.
There's a strong correlation between gold and Aussie dollar as well.
Yeah, correct. That's actually correct.
Yeah.
Because the Aussie is still based on gold, as in its currency, right?
Yeah, there's a lot of volatility though. Like gold can be extremely volatile, and like we said before on stream, like when it goes, it goes. So it's easy if you. It's also easier to trade these gaps, to fill up gaps and stuff. Like there are definitely some perks in just trading gold. But EURUSD is also in many layers so clean, like so clean to trade. It's just very clean, a lot of liquidity.
I used to trade crypto, and so jumping over through to gold, I felt it was much easier.
Johnny says something very nice. Maybe you agree, Peter. Gold is volatility and volume equals momentum. So yeah.
Yep.
Okay, we're still coming down. My intention was to, if you do not see anything significant right now, I'm closing my position. And I just will enter a new sell if we break the lows. 3 more minutes left. We have a 4-hour closure as well. 4-hour candle closure. So let's see how that goes. If there is some movement, and if not, we just close our position here.
I just want to also commend you as well, Lorenzo. I generally trade when you're trading, just when you're live on stream. Obviously, I don't trade your strategy, but it's just having you on the background keeps me very disciplined. You know, this trading game is a very lonely game, but having a community that motivates on the psychology side of things is very motivating. So as I trade, I snap you on the background and just listen to what you have to say, and I think it's very valuable. So
beautiful.
Props to you.
Oh, I really do appreciate that, and it's always amazing that you can also still stick to your own analysis, and that you just make your own decisions. I love it. And trading is a very lonely job. It's so true. Yeah, as traders, we have to stick together in this game. That's for sure. We still make our own decisions. We do our own analysis, but it's much more enjoyable together in many ways. And it can keep each other accountable for our actions, particularly. And yeah.
And I think that's why you made Limitless, right? It's building a community. That everyone can come together and really share their thoughts. I think you've got a great program for the V3 guys, to really excel and coach and mentor everyone. So I think that's massive props. Massive props.
It's amazing. What we're trying to do here is like we're going for the quantity first, but out of quantity comes quality. So it's a filtering process in terms of who really wants it, who really wants to grow. And if you really want to grow and you really want to be part of it, there are limitless opportunities. So we can start scaling in all kinds of new programs, ranks, you name it, private groups, in our group in general, to then just start creating a very tight, strong inner circle. And that's what we're building. So you're completely right here. So when did you join, Peter, if I may ask?
I've been a member since the 24th of March.
Oh, wow. Time flies, man.
Mate, I've seen, I wouldn't say that I've seen you, at the start, but, I've always been there, and I think it's the psychology side that I really enjoyed. You're so disciplined, the way that you take your trades, it just really keeps you accountable, and this goes for all the streamers. When people are streaming live, it's never easy. Streaming live is never easy, and so that's why it's so much respect for people who can stream live, but to really have the guts to show your terminal. You've obviously showed your terminal here in this stream here. So we know your profits, we know your loss, we know pretty much your whole game in the trading journal. So that's a massive prop. And yeah, I've been here since March, and I'm sticking around. So
amazing, bro. Well, it's amazing to have you here, man. Absolutely.
Likewise, man.
Thank you. And that's beautiful. And I gotta say as well, just on a side note, I have a lot of respect for other live streamers. Pretty much every... Yeah, his voice is relaxing, right? I was thinking the same thing. Super relaxing. But I have a lot of respect for any other live trader, live streamer out there. Like, I know how hard it is. And like trading is one thing, right? They have the communication. Then you have the education while trading. You know, making sure that everything is in place. So I have a lot of respect for a lot of other live streamers out there because I know what kind of game we're playing here. And it's definitely not the same as just trading. That's for sure. Overall, you get used to it. You get used to it. Gold, dollar still pushing. Gold still holding support here. It's actually this area of the month here, internal zone. This internal zone that we're holding on towards right now. Not that much buying pressure either. We have been ranging, I think, within this zone right now for how long? There we go. This is a complete range. Ever since our trade, practically 2 hours ago. So we're gonna give it like at least, we're gonna give it to like 15 more minutes, 15 to 30 more minutes to see if we can break the lows here. Because that gap is still there. Obviously, we know what the dollar is capable of doing potentially. Peter says, I've been requested to read books before. That's exactly what I'm talking about. He's the perfect dude for audiobooks and all that stuff. Love it.
It's not the first time. Not the first time. I've been requested to host some AMAs and some radio shows.
Damn. The golden voice, we call it. The golden radio voice.
It's got the therapist voice for sure. Therapist voice.
Not just the dollar has just entered the daily for value gap. Okay, let's have a look at the dollar on the daily. Let's see where we're at right now. Yeah, we're looking to fill out that gap here. I would be very surprised if we not continue up here. And if you now exactly at this particular level would just turn around and flip. A little pullback, I could still see, you know, back towards the 102.02 here, back to the previous wick of the previous daily high. But overall, that gap here seems like the real we want to make, and we want to fill it. Lorenzo, question for you while we're waiting. I'm looking at the Australian dollar against the yen. Okay, so we can do that right now, and we can go over a couple of pairs here. Number one, currency index, Japanese yen basket. What do we see here? 4 hour. Okay, we're kind of seeing it in some sort of a reversal here. I mean, we have been coming up down. We're not looking particularly strong though. We got rejected at that wick here on the daily from this one right here. So we have a rejection pushing us down. Internally though, we have created a series higher high. So this was where we saw that break point. Okay, so we had this break. We created a higher high, higher low, higher high, lower low. So we have created a new lower low after that higher high. Still not looking strong whatsoever. So even though on the 4 hour you see that we're now kind of bouncing from this range, it's actually an 8 hour zone. It's an 8 hour candle. It's still not that convincing to me. And yeah, that's what truly needs to happen. I mean, this area of consolidation and that expansion is nice, and we could see some support in the short term. So if we see a bounce from this level here, then I think that this should happen right now, roughly. And that means that we should then create on the 5 minute a higher high here. So we should take out this bounce, take out that high, higher low, higher high confirmation. If you see this and you see higher low confirmation, you could say that in the short term, the yen will potentially come back up here to the 7,076, which was where that rejection point was initially. If that doesn't happen, so let's first just take that in consideration. Potential scenario here. If that doesn't happen and we break the lows here, we have to come back to this overall range. And in my opinion, use this tool to fix this volume profile. You look at these levels here, and in my opinion, we have to wait until we're back at these levels right there. And to see if you're seeing a potential bounce or a higher high from here. Until that moment, I do think that the yen is still not looking particularly strong. So until we're proven otherwise, either by breaking this high or a bounce and then an internal higher high, we could potentially react and potentially take a short here on the Australian dollar against the yen. What is the currency strength meter telling us as well? Australian dollar is losing strength as well. Okay, let's go to the Australian dollar against the yen. Okay, so taking it to the 4 hour, same scenario. We have created a higher high. Our overall daily range is still not looking really good. What we did do was we came back down. We tapped into this range and we bounced, but that bounce did not create a higher high. What it did do was creating equal highs. So I think there is definitely a lot of buy side liquidity above. Let's take it back. Let's draw the Fibonacci here. And let's take it to the 1 hour. Let's see where the body is. There we go. Okay, we had a little pullback at 618. Nothing spectacular here. I would not take this in consideration. Well, if we break this low and the yen breaks that high, then we have a nice gap to be filling up here right below this level. So if the yen indeed decides what we just discussed before, we come down, then that would include that if we break this particular level at 93.666 here, we could see that gap fill coming back to the lows. That's a trade that you could make, and that would then include a short, stop loss above the highs, targeting that gap. Something in that matter. What you need to see is a yen breakout, or you need to see a yen internal confirmation. So if you come down, you need to create a higher high, or if the yen comes up right now, higher high, that's not enough, higher low, and a higher high. That's where it gets interesting. Or the higher low itself is something that you can already look at. Taking it back to these highs here. So something in that manner. Leaning more towards shorts from now. And not particularly longs for the Australian dollar against the yen. Alright, we're seeing movement. That's great. Almost wanted to lay it down here, but okay. We're seeing some movement here. Nice continuation. There we go. We're starting to break that level here. Nice level to take consideration. A body closure below that level would be nice. Gap. Still there. But we're heading up right now. Lorenzo, is it going to be a giveaway? Yes. We're going to give away a small package. The same as yesterday. Or access to the V3. We can do this also once. We're gonna do one giveaway though, not two like yesterday. Okay, breakout. There we go. We're seeing some action here. Let's go back to the dollar here. Yeah, no, we still have that gap, that whole gap to be filled. Finally some movement. Thomas, what do you look at? Let's see what he's looking at right now.
I'm looking at dollar and euro USD. Of course, I think gold is taking out previous daily sell side right now, so
Yeah.
that's definitely a target that they got in mind that they're taking out right now. You still have a gap on the left as well that could be an alignment with DXY, where DXY is going.
Yeah, there is that gap below, all the way down to the 1935, like roughly.
Yeah, and then you have a high that's formed at 940.
Yeah.
It's an Asia high, and well, when they're selling in an uptrend, so when price goes down, they're actually hedging positions. So I think there's a reclaimed order block there that they might want to go back to because there's still orders there. So yeah, that's what I'm looking at right now to see where gold is going to go, and I'm trying to anticipate and trying to see what price is doing. So I'm trying to predict what price is going to do without actually trading it, because I don't really understand.
I mean, the no bottom wick never lies on the dailies. It never lies. Always beautiful to look at. Guys, join Limitless Discord, you will get more from it, and you will meet trade mates, and especially if you join Limitless V3. You'll see Lorenzo and Argo is there. Traders Nest, welcome brother, welcome back to the stream. Great to see you as well.
I'll be back in 2 seconds. There are 2 flies here again in attack modus. Give me a sec.
Watch the TP for the gold sell. I think the majority of the profit should be around 1935. yeah, so we had the liquidity build. We did came down. The node bottom wick was eventually filled as well. And yeah, now it's starting to free fall here. Next support around 1960. No, we have some serious support at 1934. So, and especially back at 1932, of course. That is this next body right here after that closure. But I would say already at 1936 or 1936, we have actually some support already. This is right here. So. Yeah. Let's see where we're close here. If the closure is around here, we will definitely take a trade if the next one comes up and comes down. The same scenario. However, this trade is not going to go into the spreadsheet.
Bro, I'm getting harassed by 2 flies here. I'm not gonna lie with you. It's insane. I see people making jokes about it in the chat, but I like legit. Yeah. Like I had 2 of them. I ignored it for a little while, and now there's a whole family forming for some reason. It's crazy.
Yeah, we have mosquitoes here in Bali now. A lot of mosquitoes in my room.
It's crazy, really. Like they form a whole family and just go for it. Every time I open up the mic, he comes back to the keyboard trying to irritate me. It's crazy.
Rafael says, I'm calling this trade news in my spreadsheet. Yeah, that's true. But yeah. It's not our system. It's just a news trade.
Good work on the trade, Lorenzo. Well done.
It's pretty free fall. After this level, we saw a free fall practically coming down here. So it's the same type of levels here. If you break it, smashing through it.
Did you say that you're not going to be putting that into your trading journal?
Yeah, that's my plan. Yeah, or mark it as news and not as a regular trade. Just to make it fair to the people in the community and all of that stuff as well.
Gold really is going for it. Crazy.
Yeah. I didn't really expect that move here, to be honest, from there. Yeah, straight away. Really good. Especially after such a long, after we had been consolidating for that time, while the dollar was already moving up.
Yeah. Yeah, you got an amazing entry there. Like if you can, they went into the 4-hour breaker. And they just respected it and just went straight to the downside after not even taking out the previous day. So that's what they're aiming for. And it's just insane. It's 150 pip move to the downside already. It's quite crazy.
How many trades do you take daily? I'm actually like now looking a little bit in my history, and it's like maximum around 2 trades a day. That's for me like more than enough actually. especially on these time frames. If I trade on the lower time frame, I might be taking sometimes 3 trades, but it never really exceeds 3, and that's even rare. I would say 2 trades is something I'm usually looking at.
Lorenzo, do you mind me asking a psychology question?
Absolutely.
If you don't mind.
Yeah.
Obviously, yeah, you've traded live, and I'm sure you've traded offline as well.
Yeah.
But when you're trading live, do you find there's responsibilities for the community that you have to do, so your trades are more calculated, or lesser risks because you're scared what the community might be saying towards you?
Oh no, this specific strategy, I would do exactly the same in regards to the closures and everything in that sense, because I have done so many other trades where I did enter straight away and I got faked out more often. My win rate was lower, my overall return on investment was lower. My execution was more. My overall return on investment came out lower than if I would have waited for closures. This is just a typical month where the volume is quite unstable or unstable from there. So it may be seen that I'm extra cautious for the community, but this is really what we're doing with this strategy, particularly here. To come back to your responsibility question, I do think that yes, there is a massive responsibility, and I purposefully picked a strategy that has a higher win rate, or a high enough win rate. Why? Because if somebody cannot watch every single stream, and we're going for the SMC setups, then yeah, they're gonna lose the majority of the time, and then when we catch that big win, they're not there. So I needed to find something in the middle where I know that we at least win more than we lose, while still making it, somewhat sense as well in regards to the strategy and for the community. So
100%. I think you've hit it nail.
Trying to find a balance there. Yeah,
that's it. Nail on the head. And I think that becomes very challenging to really balance everything, right? Trading on stream is a massive responsibility, and then having to cater for your strategy as well. So I can imagine how much of the psychology that goes behind it.
Mm-hmm.
But well done.
Yeah, and it's not that like people can still do whatever they want. It's just, what am I going to do in this case here right now, right? I want to make money and I want to keep that 70% win rate up, or 75% win rate up as much or as long as possible. And I think, if we can just show these type of results over the course of a year from now, of a full year, there's nothing that's the dream case scenario right there. So where are you from, by the way, Peter? Are you Australian or like?
Killed it again. Nailed it on the head. Yeah, I'm from Australia.
Ah, okay. Yeah, they keep talking about your voice.
It's probably the accent for sure.
Sounds like Batman. Someone's calling you Batman, bro.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, for the people that are, like just to see, like in regards to people who actually entered the gold, who did enter gold before? Even though I said, do not enter based on upon my trade here, it could easily go in the other direction during the news. But I still want to see who's a little bit stubborn here.
I've entered gold. Based on my analysis, I've entered at 190.46.
Okay. Yeah, I see it.
Yeah. Going pretty successful so far, aiming for the daily FEG at 1932.
Okay. Still many people entered here. Oh, I entered on the breakout. Okay, yeah, that's my second question. Who entered on the breakout straight away? Okay. Okay. I mean, it's again, if you entered on the breakout, completely up to you. So this is in this case it pays off. Yesterday it paid off if you did that as well here. Completely up to you here, but do understand that sometimes we're gonna be on the lucky side. Okay, we're waiting for that closure. We're waiting for that that continuation, that flip of the candle here. We're gonna be on the right side here. All right, we're on the right, and you're gonna potentially get wrecked if you suddenly flip and not close above here, which I've seen many times happening. Actually, more than this type of stuff right now. So that's just from my personal experience, from my backtesting, live trading, real time trading over a period of time. So again, completely up to you here, but for our spreadsheet, for what we're building here, we're following the same exact system. Why is that so important? You know that every trade that we take, unless marked differently, for example, a news trade, unless it's marked differently as a news trade or flagged as a news trade, you know, it comes from the same exact strategy. And I think that matters the most here. Because if I was going to fill up the spreadsheet right now, and I have 5 different strategies in this spreadsheet, it's good that I'm making money, but you have no idea what we're doing. So, good to know.
Lorenzo, you've asked a couple of people before, why do they trade gold? But just looking at your spreadsheet as well, I think predominantly it's currently gold.
Yeah.
Probably put that question back on you. What makes you trade gold?
If gold goes, it goes. So, from my personal experience, gold has just been very predictable, and it's very volume orientated. So there's one more strategy that I use, and I created a video about it on YouTube. I'm not sure if you've seen that video, but it's about the fixed volume profile. And I think that you know, leveraging, using a lot of volume indicators and measures for gold is very beneficial. Just because you need such a ridiculous amount of volume and liquidity to move the price of gold in general. So for that particular reason, I'm a big fan, and it has been working well for me. But the volatility, I would say, to give you a short answer, volatility and clearly the macro levels are very respected. So for example, what we just talked about, the no bottom wick on the daily chart or the daily candle here, we saw the daily flip. Like, these are just major indicators that I'm personally looking at in gold, especially.
Because of your streams, I started to trade on gold as well. Really inspirational.
And another layer is that the community, Peter, also trade gold. Like, we did a poll. I think we had 800 something votes, and I think a couple hundred votes on Twitter. And we came out around 75 or 72% people that just wanted to focus on gold. So we give what the people want.
There you go. Very well done.
It's going for it, isn't it?
Yeah, it's absolutely
Gold is
crazy. Yeah,
falling.
this is way too far now in regards to this level here. And this particular closure is way too deep, as we're now reaching the 1934. Yeah, it is quite a crazy move here, which it did not really expect after all that consolidating. But yeah, we just consolidated and gathered enough liquidity to move further down. We're holding up in this level right now. I'm just looking at the next level to break and where the dollar is at. But the dollar is almost right now at that, you know, it's almost facing that gap fill. And you see already that we're tapping exactly in that level, that horizontal support right now, or horizontal resistance here, which is right there. So if you go to the daily, this is a level marked out here. You see now exactly at that level that we're getting rejected. So this is going to be a great moment for me to take profits right now. Right here. Done. Yeah, position is closed. For this particular reason. Dollar is at that level exactly. Yeah, can we go higher? Yeah, we could. Can we come lower with gold? Sure. But this is what I wanted to achieve here. Coming down towards the 1934 for gold is that that exact level also. But it's mainly the dollar which I'm looking at right now. You see it tapping into that level, and it starts to flip. We have not seen these candles on the lower time frame since we were practically here. So that's a pretty move right now if you close this candle especially. So this is where you're going to see flip, and I think that gold could potentially start pushing here and gives us that pullback right now. So we sold here. Yeah, look what's happening for gold at the moment. Right at that level here. Let's see, yeah, if the volume continues. And if you can break this this high. We need to see a low break on the dollar here. So there we go. See that break to the downside. By the way, I'm actually very impressed. I really like the way we're communicating here in our community. I think we should do this more often, man. Guys, I hope you guys can come to the chat. We have a stream tomorrow still. It would be amazing if you would join the Limitless Lounge too for the streams. And you know, we can just have a nice conversation there. So that's nice. A nice add-on for the stream. Hope you guys like it. With the community, for the community. Or for the community, with the community, I can better say.
Exactly. Let's go. Let's see.
Yeah, this is where the full closure was. So yeah, okay. Look at the dollar, guys. That's it. Dollar coming down here. 102.3644 was the exact horizontal support. Yeah, you see now that we're starting to get rejected at that level here. If you look on the daily, we also have filled 50% of that fair value gap, that imbalance that we have seen before. And this is just a reaction that we have to look at right now. And of course, you're going to see a closure soon on the 15-minute. This doesn't mean anything yet, obviously. But it's at least it's the reaction that we expected here. So if you would have flipped strong, it was just a matter of, you know, taking your profits just to be sure. I think that was the right level to look at. There is no long signal yet whatsoever here for a flip, either for gold, in my opinion. I think there is way too much pressure yet. The only thing that I'm looking for, if you want to talk about a specific bounce, is a higher high, higher low. Lower low, lower high for the dollar on the lower time frame. That's it. Unfortunately, we saw that after that breakdown, we closed way too far below here. But the only thing is that keeps me interested is still the fact that if you look here on the daily, we have this overall trend line here that we are now coming towards to. But we also have this low You're just going to face some serious support here right now. So we're a little bit too far down to look for a continuation sell here to the downside at this specific moment. So I think that's it for today, guys. Overall, I'm still happy, you know, of course with the trade, but overall with the stream and the communication here. We're gonna do this more often. Thank you. I really enjoyed. And also I see that the guys in the chat are educated. They know exactly what we're doing here, when we're entering, why we're entering, and why we believe this works. So we're just gonna keep following our mechanical system, our process here, and we're gonna be ending on top here. If you want to be part of our beautiful V3, you know, go through it a little bit here. We have our live trading sessions, okay? We have the daily biases where you can see the best setups of the day from our elite traders. These are guys that are having the highest rank in our community. That's the best way of just taking the best knowledge here, fine-tune everything that you're looking for on a daily basis. Boom, all the setups right there. These are the setups that you're looking for. It gives you so much more filtering process. You know, you don't have to look at every single trade yourself. You know exactly what to look at. There's the trading pit where we trade 3 days a week, 3 days a week live. The elite pit is not something that you can see here, but this is where we discuss everything for the trading pit with our best traders. Also important to mention, we have our V3 events. I cannot show you it because then I give you access right here, but V3 events, 40 plus library events here, education, but practically anything that we have done live or educational wise as well. You can look at the V3 trading history where all our live sessions were recorded. Everything is recorded and tracked. All right. Then our SMC video series, prop room video series, all of that stuff. And soon we're going to open our Signal channel up on these live streams. So these live sessions you can join. If you cannot attend the live streams because you're working or you have something else to do, then you can just take these signals right here. This is the reason why we could potentially lead into a monthly in, and you buy the V3 access for $97 here. Pretty much you go to the get V3 access here, you get lifetime access. So you're in, all right? Nothing gonna do. You're charging, you're an early bird. And yes, you are still early because we are gonna be here for the long term. All right? You know where to find it. Thank you guys so much for today's session. The spreadsheet is in the description or in the journal right here. We will update the spreadsheet with that trade, but it's not going to be counted into our profits or anything like that. It will be marked as a news trade, completely irrelevant from our strategy and everything that we do. So thank you guys. Thank you guys in the chat as well, in the lounge. Thomas, Peter, it was amazing talking to you, my man.
Likewise. See you tomorrow.
Have a good one.
Beautiful.
Brother.
Amazing stream, guys. Be there tomorrow, 7 a.m. EST, same time. Hopefully the market will give us some new opportunities here. Looking forward to see you then. Bye-bye. Ciao, ciao, guys.
Have a good one, guys. Bye-bye.
Much love.